Hi guys, how's it going? And today I'm going to be making another Hunger Games simulation. Now, I've made some changes compared to last time. I've taken out a name, and I've swapped myself with another person. But if you can hear it, just ignore the background noise. Hopefully, the mic quality is alright for you guys. Oops, let's do something. Don't use images at all. No, I submit. Sorry about that, I forgot to do it. But yeah, let's proceed. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Liam gathers as much food as he can. Stuart, which is me, grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Emma grabs a sword. Larissa, TJ, and Kahupo all run away from the cornucopia. Tristan scares Rick away from the cornucopia. Abby takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Robert spears Jonte in the abdomen. Olivia and Matthew both run away from the cornucopia. Jared grabs a shovel. Sarah and Caleb fight Elijah and Connor. Sarah and Caleb survive. Cody grabs a handful of throwing knives. Gary and Alicia both run away from the cornucopia. Cheyenne grabs a bag full of explosives. Haley and Georgia both run away from the cornucopia. Matthew stalks Ella. Georgia explores the arena. Sarah travels to higher ground. Kupo receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Olivia sprains her ankle while running away from TJ. Connie travels to higher ground. Haley thinks about home. Larissa camouflages herself in the bushes. Rick discovers a cave. Tristan goes hunting. Abby receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Cheyenne sprains her ankle from running away from Jared. Stuart practices his archery. Caleb receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Liam travels to higher ground. Robert injures himself. Gary and Alicia work together for the day. Jonte, Elijah, and Connor have all died. Alicia cooks her food before putting her fire out. Ella and Liam talk about the tribute still alive. Olivia sets up camp for the night. Rick convinces Robert to snuggle with him. And no! This does not mean that they had sex. Come on, guys. Let's not be silly or retarded or stupid or anything like that. And how could a male have sex with another male? Like, come on, guys. This makes no sense. I mean, come on. But anyway, Stuart and Sarah sleep in shifts. Gary passes out from exhaustion. Caleb tries to treat his infection. TJ, Matthew, Cody, and Cheyenne tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Tristan is awoken by nightmares. Larissa climbs a tree to rest. Jared and Kahupo huddle for warmth. And this also means that they this also doesn't mean that they had sex. Come on, guys, let's not be retarded. And Georgia receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Abby is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Haley loses sight of where she is. Robert receives P1 from an unknown sponsor. Cody stalks Ella. Haley sprains her ankle while running away from Abby. Alicia discovers a river. Cheyenne practices her archery. Caleb is unable to convince Georgia not to kill him. Larissa goes hunting. Kahupo discovers a cave. Sarah, Stuart, and Jared hunt for other tributes. Georgia dies from thirst. Olivia constructs a shack. Gary discovers a river. Matthew searches for a water source. Liam picks flowers. Tristan questions his sanity. Rick cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Caleb TJ and Rick have both died. Cheyenne throws a knife into Kuhipo's head. Gary and Stuart both try to sing themselves to sleep. Liam stays awake all night. Robert receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Olivia thinks about home. Georgia spears Haley in the abdomen. Abby stays awake all night. Alicia tends to her wounds. Cody receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Larissa, Ella, and Matthew sleep in shifts. Sarah bleeds out due to untreated injuries. And Jared attains Tristan's food, killing him. Alicia kills Cody with a sickle. Jared steals from Matthew while he isn't looking. Liam runs away from Abby. Stuart thinks about home. Cheyenne discovers a river. Ella tries to spearfish with a trident. Pardon me. Gary constructs a shack. Robert defeats Georgia in a fight, but spares. Robert defeats Georgia in a fight, but spares his life. But it's actually supposed to say, but spares her life. Moving on. Olivia fishes. Larissa is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Kuipai, Haley, Sarah, Tristan, and Cody have all died. Ella and Alicia talk about the tributes still alive. Cheyenne and Georgia tell stories about themselves to each other. Stuart dies from thirst. Something like that. Larissa screams for help. Robert quietly hums. Liam receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Gary and Olivia hunt for warmth. Again, this does not mean that they had sex. This is the third time. Abby sets an explosive off, killing Jared and Matthew. Abby collects fruit from a tree. Ella questions her sanity. Cheyenne discovers a river. Liam travels to higher ground. Alicia stabs Gary with a tree branch. Olivia practices her archery. Larissa attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. Robert sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Georgia is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Stuart, Jared, Matthew, Gary, and Larissa have all died. Ella, Olivia, and Georgia sleep in shifts. Abby and Liam sleep in shifts as well. Alicia passes out from exhaustion. Sean receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Robert is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and mourners from the tributes families. Liam, Robert, Ella, Abby, Cheyenne, and Georgia all decide not to go to the feast. Alicia stabs Olivia with a tree branch. Alicia explores the arena. Robert, Abby, and Cheyenne get into a fight. Abby triumphantly kills them both. Ella questions her sanity. Georgia throws a knife into Liam's head. A city crane pours down on the arena. Alicia survives. Georgia refuses Ella's shelter, killing her, and Abby survives. Olivia, Robert, Cheyenne, Liam, and Ella have all died. Abby convinces Georgia to snuggle with her, and you guys remember what I said. Alicia looks at the night sky. Abby receives Kinua from an unknown sponsor. Georgia hunts for other tributes. Alicia is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Another arena event. The remaining tributes begin to hallucinate. Georgia survives. Abby drowns Alicia, who she thought was a shark trying to eat her. Alicia has died. Georgia repeatedly stabs Georgia with a scythe. Abby is the winner. So here are the placements. You can pause if you want. Now this is important. Here are the statistics. You can pause if you want to. Anyways guys, that's going to do it for today's video. And the reason why I'm on the second one is because I was told to delete it by one of my friends. Anyway, bye guys. Please comment, like and subscribe. Bye. Yeah, see ya.